Hey, it's Fairway Studios. I have not done a full weather radio collection video in almost like 3 years. Lots has changed. Obviously, we've got newer radios and also have sold a lot of things. And let's actually get started. Because nobody's here. It's just me. And also apologize. I just woke up. But first radio we're going to start with. Let's start from the right. Let's go all the way up on the first shelf. We're also going to do this shelf and also this. And also some of these. And also there's a drawer. There is a drawer. So, first radio, version 1, WR100, V1 white. Obviously, this does not have a siren test. I got this for free from SBC Jefferson 1030 after he graciously gave it to me after he decided to give away a lot of his collection. Very grateful for it. It is a really cool radio. I just got this yesterday. It's obviously been one of my top priorities when it comes to weather radios. It's been always one of my top priorities for years. I've always loved this better than the black and silver, but maybe we'll get one of these days, but we'll see. Then this one, I've had this one. This is the version 3 WR100 that I've had since 2021. A little fun fact, this was my late grandfather's before he passed away in 2021. He's had this for 15 years, and it still works graciously, as you can see. Still works great. 30.2. And obviously, this version 1 has the external antenna all the way up there. This one doesn't, because the antenna is bigger, as you can tell by the version 1 right here. Cloudy. But this thing has been working graciously for over 20 years. It's obviously as old as I am, like I'm 20 years old, so I've had this one since 2021. I like it. It's been on and off of my collection. I really do love the 100, especially I love the version 3 because they just don't die. Same with the version 1s and the version 2s. They just don't die. They're not like V4s or V5s. So, anyway, this right here used to be my dream radio, and now I've officially acquired it. This one was SBC Jefferson 1030s as well, after he graciously gave it to me, after he decided to give away all of his collections. So this right here is the Spectra First Alert SFA 1150. Obviously, it's been one of my top priorities, probably the top priority with any of my collection for years. I've been looking for one for 5 years. I've been a collector for 5 years, and I've finally been able to get one. I don't know why it's on WLNK, but that's okay.
Winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour.
But yeah, it's obviously one of my favorite radios. It's very buggy, but at the same time, it has a beautiful siren, good speaker quality. They're just very rare nowadays, but there's been a few of them that have been listed because of a giveaway. But yeah, and obviously this is the box that it came with when SBC Jefferson 1030 gave it to me. So next one, the Uniden WX100. I've had this since November. I've gotten a good deal on it. It obviously came new in box, as you can tell by the box right here. This thing, I've always wanted one of these things. It's just that the market has been ruined by just people that outbid the heck out of them with hundreds of dollars. This one I got for a relatively better price, only like 175, but even then it was still too good to pass up, considering that it's brand new in box and it won't die on me. So these are the sirens, and obviously I love it. Then here's the warning. Yeah, obviously it's been one of my top priorities for years. I've always loved the sirens. It's just I've also slandered it sometimes, like throughout the years. Considering I just never understood it, but then now that I finally owned one, I understand it now. It is a really cool radio. It's really cool. It's just I love it. I love the statement, the watch, the warning. I love the text on it. I love the siren. It's really cool. I do really like it. Next one, the Statement 259. I got this one, actually, fun fact, I got this in September. What's funny is that when this arrived, it came along with a jury duty letter. Yeah, freaking my county courthouse sent me a letter saying, you're a part of jury duty. I'm like, okay, cool.
Total since July 1st.
So I like to call this my jury duty letter. And even then, I was not chosen for jury duty. So, but even then, that's thankful for that, because I would not have wanted to do jury duty that day. Next one. This one is the 12-255. Of course, it's missing a button plate.
Current high for today is 70.
As you can tell, I got this one from SBC Jefferson 1030 as well. He actually gave me a lot of radios, because I've been with him since day one. He gave it to me for SBC, man, I can't speak, I'm tired. SBC Jefferson 1030, I got hit from him. I do like it. It's a really nice radio. It's very old, but at the same time, it's missing the faceplate. I've also always wanted one for years. It's just they're very rare, and then also they very rarely come up on eBay, and when they do, they sell out just very quickly. But I do like it. I've had it for a day. Same with this one and this one, as well as another one over there, but we'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, and I do like it. Of course, I wish I could siren test it, but you just can't. Hello. So next one. Oh yeah. The Motorola MWR839. This thing I got in January of 2023. January 2023, I got it with a really good price. Little backstory about this. It died on me when I overvolted it on August 7, 2023. If you remember, there's actually a compilation for that. But it died on me when I overvolted it, so it was dead for a while. Inside it is actually the Sangean CO100 board. Let me go find. It has this old Sangean inside of it. It has the Sangean board inside of it. So it basically is a hybrid of the Motorola and the Sangean and Sangean CO100. Obviously, it is my favorite desktop radio. My favorite desktop radio, without a doubt. I just love it. It has so much, man, I'm tired. So much worth, so much value, so much, whatever it is. I'm blanking. But it is just so much everything with it. I do love it. It's my magnum opus, as I like to call it. And I'm tired. So, but yeah, that's basically one of my favorite radios. The next one, the HDR14. Obviously, I can't play anything because copyright, but it's whatever. I've had that one since December 2021. I got it as HD. I got it on Amazon. So, I mean, I do like it. Next one, the 2006 262. Got this one in 2022. I don't remember when, because my old 2008 262 died, unfortunately. It lasted me around, I don't even know, like 3 months before it just died. So, yeah, this one, okay, then here's the 522, the 12-522. This one's dead, unfortunately. I did get this one a while ago. I forget which one. I think it was last year in 2024, because it was brand new in box for a good price. This one's the Hammacher Schlemmer FRX3. I got this one in 2024. I used to have an old one, but Weather Radio Guru owns my old one. Then this one's the FRX5. I got this one in 2022 or 2023. I forget when, but I believe it was 2022. Here's my FR600, the RDS FR600 that I got in 2024. I used to own another one in Eastern North Carolina. WX owns that one. He doesn't even live in North Carolina anymore. He lives in Illinois. But that's a different day. Here's a 12-996 with dead pixels, unfortunately.
Above normal.
This one I got in February of 2022. I do remember that. I got it for $14 off of eBay used. Still, I remember getting that as a really good price, and I remember not shutting up about it, but it's another day. Got that in February 2022. One of my favorite radios. Here is probably my favorite handheld. This is the 12-993. I got the 12-993 from SBC Jefferson 1030 when he bought it for me in December of 2021. It was one of, if not my, actually no, the V2 and the ESP2100 were my first rare radios. This was my very first, like, very rare radio at the time. And even then, it's still, like, 3-star, but it's whatever. That's my favorite handheld. Obviously, it holds a lot of sentimental value to it, so that's why I'm probably never going to get rid of it. Next one is the third header 519. I got this one.
And the relative humidity, 81%.
I got this 519 in January of 2022 before Winter Storm Izzy. I remember getting it. It was from Knoxville, which actually was pretty cool. It was from Knoxville. I got it on eBay for a really good price. It's third header, so obviously it's a little bit more rare because 519s are more first headers. So I love the 519. It's a very iconic radio. I love it. Obviously, sometimes I put handhelds on it. Like, sometimes I put my old Radio Shack handhelds on it, as you can see in some old videos. But obviously, I'm just trying to take up some space because OCD. All right, so that makes up that shelf. Let's go over to... Let's do this shelf first. Here's the version 2 WR400. I've had this one since 2021. It's my favorite Midland radio without a doubt. It's definitely up there when it comes to my favorite radios. It's a really good radio. I recommend it. Just get any sort of WR400. It's good. Here's the version 5 WR300. I've had this 300 since 2021. It's definitely... I had a V1 at some point, but Philly owns that one now. So, but it's whatever. I do love the WR300. And then here is the last radio that SBC Jefferson 1030 got me. If it will... Oh, there we go.
Hey, Sunny.
This one is a 74210. I used to own a 74210 that I got back in 2021, but then I just basically got rid of it because the speaker is just busted. But that's a different day. It's obviously a really cool radio, so that's why I got it. I got another one. So, okay, next one. This shelf, and then we'll go to the drawer. This shelf. The Sangean MMR 99. My favorite radio in my entire collection. I got this one in July of 2023 when it first came out. I got it for $70. Now it's over $150 because of tariffs, but it's a different day. I highly recommend the Sangean MR99. If anybody wants to get another emergency radio, this is the best radio on the market. It's the only downside, it does not have SAME. It's 1050 hertz, but it's still a really cool siren. It is by far the best emergency radio on the market. It's not the best radio on the market. Really good radio, really good speaker quality, really good DXer. You're gonna love it. Then the Versaloor SV 1150. This I got in 2022 on Mercari. One of my only Mercari purchases alongside the Honeywell. This is actually one of my favorite radios. It's a really good DXer, and also it's really useful. And there's one on eBay right now if you want to get it. Here's the Midland ER210, which was actually my very first radio I got in 2020. Then the ER310 and the FR370, that is from SBC Jefferson 1030, that I got in May of 2021. Then here's the XT511MO, which is actually one of my rarest radios. This one I got this year off of eBay. I used to own an old one back in 2022, but a Weather Radio Guru has that one. Here is the Kaito Voyager Pro K500. That one's from my grandfather. I've had that since 2023. Here's the version 5 version 15 HH54 VP2, the Baofeng BFH HP Pro, the Uniden BC125AT, as well as the Vector VEC438 with a dock. Now down to this shelf, the BC370s.
Pretty nice. Partly cloudy.
BC370s. Then here's the 991.
Sunday, sunny.
Then here's the Honeywell, which is dead. Then here's the Curtis CR2201 with an engraving that's down there. Got this one. I got this BC370 back in 2022. Then I got this one this year. This 991 I got in 2022. This Honeywell I got in this year, and then this Curtis I got this year. The ER310 I got in 2022. The FR370 I got in 2021. The Vector I got in 2022. The BC125AT I got in 2023. This one I got this year. This one I got this year. Then down here, the 258, which is dead, unfortunately, but still a really cool radio. I got this one in 2023. The 1108, the high-pitched V16. If it can actually, hold on a second. It's dead. Anyway. Then here's the ATS 909X, which I got in this year. The version 15 HH54, which I got in 2024, is actually one of the main stars of Helene. The Silver 259, it's dead, but this one's from SBC Jefferson 1030. I got this one in 2021. The Yellow Jacket FRX3, as well as the BC65XLT for my grandfather back in 2020. The Optimus CR307, which I got this year. The Home Patrol 2, which this one's my favorite non-weather radio for obvious reasons. I mean, Lord, man, this one's my most expensive thing in my collection, without a doubt. $400. I got this one for $400, which was not cheap, but it's whatever. Here's the TEF 6686. This one I got this year. Okay, so let's go to the drawer. So obviously the EAR10, which I got back in 2021. The version 5 modded LED backlight. Version 5 I got from Weather Radio Guru. My first WR120, which I got in 2020. A thrifted 120 EZ I got from Ash from Black Mountain back in 2023. A modded white EZ that I got from Landon or Weather Radio Guru back in 2024. Then here's a modded WR10 I got from Weather Radio Guru back in 2022. Then the CO100, which is one of my first radios back in 2020. Then the Motorola Walkies, which I got in 2023. The Jensen JEP775, which I got this year. And the version 4 with a scratch on it that I got back in 2023. So I think that actually completes my collection video, which actually is surprising. So yeah, this was my, forgot one thing. The Burke EAS encoder, which is one of the rarest EAS encoders you can get. Obviously, because it's not really a good encoder, but it's whatever. I still use it because I like it. It's actually Waterford WX's old one. So, yeah, that completes my weather radio collection videos. Thank you for watching, and thanks for listening to me yapping.